Sweet and Dandy, the 1969 winning festival song from the Maytals. Let me tell you, this hit is on a long list of classics. Yeah man, them song you build positive vibes. So today, Jamaica Magazine have turned up the thing with some festival spirit. And you know we have to keep you up to date with what's going on in the country, right? So, you're also getting the 411 on a critical crime fighting strategy and Jamaica's participation at the 36th CARICOM Heads of Government meeting. I'm Adrian Atkinson. Go on, hold the vibes.
So everybody make we sign the line, celebration again, independent time.
For Independence 2015, the Ranny Williams Entertainment Center is the place to be. From August 1 to 6, the Hope Road location will be transformed into an Independence Village. Come out every day at midday for lots of cultural fun and excitement. Lunch or concerts, cultural discussions, a kiddies village, displays with distinct Jamaican pieces, nightly entertainment, and food can done. For more information, call JCDC at 926-5726-9 or email library at jcdc.gov.jm. Independence 2015, proud and free Jamaica 53.
We jump on the float and yam come float, pop to Jamaica.
Good day, I'm Stacey Ann Smith, and this is your GIS News for Thursday, July 23. A new independent entity is being set up to take over the regulatory functions of the Bureau of Standards Jamaica, BSJ. Information Minister Senator Sandria Faulkner announced on Wednesday that Cabinet had approved the immediate separation of BSJ's regulatory division to make way for the new entity. It's to be called the National Compliance and Regulatory Authority.
The new body will be responsible for registering processed food establishments, inspecting goods at ports of entry and in the local market to ensure compliance as well as perform regulatory functions.
She explained that the move is intended to correct an inherent conflict of interest in the BSJ's organizational structure.
The conflict stems from the fact that the Bureau performs conformity assessments, sets standards, and then seeks to regulate the standards it has set.
The National Compliance and Regulatory Authority is expected to strengthen Jamaica's compliance with international and regional trade agreements. The Bureau of Standards is one of two government agencies undergoing restructuring under the World Bank Government of Jamaica Strategic Public Sector Transformation Project. Agriculture Minister Derek Hellier says government is not relenting on its drive to reduce the imbalance between imports and exports. He was speaking at the launch of the publication on food safety and quality systems in developing countries. He said the Agriculture Ministry recognized that the country's ability to trade and provide quality, nutritious and safe foods depended on improving sanitary standards all along the value chain.
Over the past 3 years, we have provided over $18 million to export facilities under the program aimed at modernizing the food safety systems and mechanisms.
He added that the country's active food safety program was guided by its food safety policy and the National Plant Health Policy and Implementation Plan. There will be a new bridge in Port Morant in St. Thomas soon. A contract valued at $49.5 million has been awarded to Alcar Construction and Haulage Company to build the Harbour Head Bridge in the town. It will replace the over 100-year-old bridge, which is now in poor structural condition. Construction of the new bridge is to begin this month and will last for 6 months. Meanwhile, the Falmouth Main Road seawall is to be rehabilitated at a cost of $50.7 million. S&G Road Surfacing Material Limited has been awarded the contract. Information Minister Senator Sandria Faulkner says the project is needed to ensure the safety of road users.
Rising sea levels and improvements to the Falmouth cruise ship pier have caused higher wave activity, resulting in breakaways to the seawall and roadway. Sometimes water gushes onto the roadway, and this temporarily impedes the visibility of the motorists and endangers them.
The work is to start in August and should be completed within 4 months. It's being funded jointly by the Tourism Enhancement Fund and the Port Authority of Jamaica. The Ministries of Justice and National Security have benefited from a $1 million donation to help prevent and investigate crimes committed against children. The money is being donated by the Jamaica Hotel and Tourist Association, the JHTA. It was presented to the Justice Ministry's National Task Force Against Trafficking in Persons and the Center for Investigation of Sexual Offences and Child Abuse on Tuesday. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Justice, Carol Palmer, expressed gratitude to the JHTA for the donation.
We can do with any and all support from the private sector or any other corporate-minded citizen as we seek to maximize the services we provide to secure our children.
Cruise shipping activities have returned to normal at the Falmouth Pier in Trelawney following a fire on the Freedom of the Seas vessel yesterday. Tourism Minister Dr. Wickham McNeil says the ship's team was able to extinguish the blaze. He says the fire was not very big and none of the visitors had to be evacuated. Following the incident, passengers on the Freedom of the Seas cruise ship disembarked and proceeded on several scheduled ground tours to local attractions and places of interest. And finally, Sport Minister Natalie Nita Headley is congratulating the Reggae Boys in their historic win against the United States yesterday. The boys beat the US 2-1 to qualify for the finals of the CONCACAF Gold Cup. The victory was the Reggae Boys' first victory over the U.S. on that team's home soil. In a statement to GIS News, Minister Nita Headley said she was proud of the team's hard work and dedication and congratulated the team, coaches and federation on a job well done. And that's it for GIS News today. I'm Stacey Ann Smith. Thank you for watching.
You know, a whole heap of youth smoke weed and stand up.
For real, no. But you have some friends who smoke weed in the gully behind school.
All I made.
Yeah, man. And when graduation time come, my youth, none of them no graduate. One of them is even gone.
The only high grade I want is on my C6.
Target show the future come first.
Economic growth and development is high on the agenda for the Caribbean region. So at a recent high-level meeting, heads of state discussed how they could partner to achieve this. Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller was there and spoke of Jamaica's contribution.
We agreed to establish the Caribbean Center for Renewable Energy and Energy Efficiency to help drive economic growth in our region.
And
the proposal by ECLAC for a debt relief strategy, which would create more fiscal space and assist member governments in adapting to social, economic and climatic challenges, is welcomed and is indeed worthy of serious consideration.
those were just two important issues of interest to Jamaica discussed by regional governments at the 36th regular meeting of CARICOM heads of government. The agenda for the July 2-4 meeting was centered on growth and development. High-level sessions included an important presentation from the UN Secretary-General Ban Ki-moon, who spoke about sustainable development and how regional governments would finance that development. Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller was among regional leaders who met with Mr. Ban as the grouping discussed climate change in relation to the post-2015 development agenda. Mrs. Simpson Miller also participated in a meeting with Panamanian President Carlos Varela Rodriguez, who discussed economic issues of concern between his country and CARICOM. The Prime Minister also heard from outgoing Commonwealth Secretary-General Kamalesh Sharma. Other issues discussed by the grouping included relations with the Dominican Republic, the border dispute between Venezuela and Guyana, and leveraging CARICOM's human, cultural and natural assets for economic development. At a plenary session, Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller welcomed the positive developments in U.S.-Cuba relations, especially the decision to reopen permanent diplomatic missions in both countries by July 20. She said it was a significant milestone towards the normalization of bilateral relations. And with news that Canada had suspended trade negotiations with CARICOM, Mrs. Simpson Miller proposed that the meeting's final communique express regret at Canada's decision. She also urged CARICOM to reaffirm the region's interest in deepening economic cooperation with Canada as member states stand ready to return to the negotiating table. In the meantime, Prime Minister Simpson Miller said CARICOM should welcome a WTO decision for a new waiver for the trade in goods under the Carib-Can trade arrangement. Carib-Can is a preferential arrangement guaranteeing duty-free access to Canada for a wide range of products, excluding apparel, footwear and other items. Prime Minister Portia Simpson-Miller welcomed the establishment of a new regional institution, the CARICOM Centre for Renewable Energy and Energy Efficiency. The institution will be based in Barbados and will be the implementation hub for sustainable energy activities and projects within the Caribbean. A proposal for the establishment of a Caribbean Energy Fund was also endorsed by CARICOM. Jamaica also welcomed a debt relief strategy put forward by the United Nations Economic Commission on Latin America and the Caribbean, ECLAC. In a presentation to CARICOM, ECLAC said it had come to the realization that it was not possible to use only domestic resources to move Caribbean countries from debt to growth. Additionally, with CARICOM's global debt burden at 1%, the region would not generate enough international concern. Using economic, social and environmental challenges as the basis, the debt relief strategy proposed by ECLAC involves 3 strategies. They are forgiveness of the multilateral concessional debt, the creation of a Caribbean Resilience Fund, and the formation of a Caribbean Macroeconomic Stabilization Fund. Prime Minister Simpson-Miller also updated ECLAC on the island's policies and actions to demonstrate tangible support for improved education and training. By all indications, the 3-day meeting was successful, bringing together leaders from across the region to discuss issues that affect our collective growth and development.
So everybody make we join the line, celebration again, independent time.
Yes, it's emancipation and independence time again. Between July 31 to August 6, lots of fun and exciting island-wide celebrations await you. Independence concerts, community church services, festival bandwagons, street dances, and lots more. And guess what? Festival fashion is back. The theme? Bandana with denim, catch the fashion rhythm. So for this festival season, young, old, boy, girl, get your bandana and denim outfits and let's celebrate Jamaica in style. For more information, call JCDC at 926-5726-9 or email library@jcdc.gov.jm. Independence 2015, proud and free Jamaica 53.
Since we get free pop style, make the whole world see.
A recent report by the Police High Command indicated that guns were a factor in 80% of all murders as a country. We cannot continue like that. That's why the police is organizing a Get the Guns campaign. Objective? To catch and stop illegal guns coming into the country.
Jamaica has been grappling with an increase in murders since the start of the year.
Approximately 50% have their roots in gang conflicts. As we continue to put the pressure on the gangs, we are seeing splintering and fragmentation, causing more intra-gang conflicts.
58% of murders were committed during other criminal acts like robberies, and 10% were due to domestic conflict.
We, the police, consider this unacceptable, and our determination is to end this trend.
The crime-fighting strategy? Well, part of the plan is to increase the number of closed-circuit televisions in Kingston, Ocho Rios, Mandeville and Montego Bay. Requests for permits to host dances and other events will come under greater scrutiny to ensure they do not pose a threat to public order. More motor vehicles will be dispatched to police stations across the island, and more police personnel will be on the streets. Also, the names of wanted persons or persons of interest will continue to be published. Joint military operations will increase, and the public can expect more investigations and arrests.
Over time, this strategy will result in the incapacitation of the more prolific murderers and hitmen, and will hopefully deter other potential murderers.
With guns accounting for 80% of all murders, A campaign dubbed Get the Guns will be launched. The objective is to intercept illegal guns coming into the country, seize them, and reduce the number of guns available for use in murders.
The Get the Gun campaign will feature a rewards scheme to encourage members of the public to provide information, systematically reducing the number of guns in murders. We will be very, very confidential in our operations to ensure that people who give information to the police will not hear their names back on the road.
Members of the clergy will be invited to act as intermediaries between the police and citizens who want to hand over guns. Details of the Get the Guns campaign will be announced in short order. While those plans are finalized, the police are making strides in the guns for drugs trade between Jamaica and Haiti. 39 active syndicates have been identified.
2 weeks ago, we successfully dismantled one of these syndicates, arresting its leader and seizing 9 illegal firearms.
Since the Criminal Justice Suppression of Criminal Organizations Act, popularly called the Anti-Gang legislation, was passed last year, there have been 65 cases, with 173 people arrested and charged.
Lottery scamming kills. It is a clear and present danger to all communities and our society at large.
And so, the police will be intensifying their intelligence and operations framework to put a dent in the lottery scam. Strategies are already yielding results.
Since June, we have arrested 98 scammers. Most of them have been charged under the Law Reform, Fraudulent Transaction, Special Provisions Act. 9 persons were convicted in St. Elizabeth Circuit Court during the month of June.
26 motor vehicles and lottery scamming equipment have been seized, and several business people who have facilitated the quick cash scheme have been arrested under the Proceeds of Crime Act.
This is just the beginning of a reinvigorated campaign against lottery scamming, and I call on all well-thinking Jamaicans in Western Jamaica and throughout the rest of the country to resist the lure of easy money and to support the police to rid our country of this pernicious crime. I want to make a personal appeal to parents and other family members to ensure that they do not, by their silence, give tacit support to their children who are involved in criminal behavior. We cannot rid our country of crime only through the efforts of the security forces. We need your partnership. We need your support. The Jamaica Constabulary Force has a vested interest in keeping this country safe and maintaining law and order. And the men and women of the force are personally committed to making our country a safer place in which to live, work, and raise our families.
It's been 11 months.
7 years. 12 years.
Since I became the most important person in the world.
It's a big responsibility to know that her future is in our hands.
I have to tell him and show him that he is my number one. I want to prepare them for life's journey. So as them grow, them know the difference between right and wrong.
I gotta make sure we keep him out of bad company. Because if I don't raise him right, the streets are gonna raise him. I feel, she feel.
If me stumble, him fall. Knowing I'm responsible for their future and they're responsible for Jamaica's future.
So I won't give up or allow her to quit. I'm gonna make sure I'm safe on the straight and narrow.
Me prefer to tell them no now than watch them regret it later.
Because to the world, I'm just another person. But to my child, I'm the whole wide world.
Jamaica couldn't reach 53 now and I move to the target. If you go to Talawa, them fi know so you got him a we palara. Him a we palara, we palara, we palara. I want to see you in the end.
Listen, the excitement is building, and the Ministry of Youth and Culture promises a memorable festival 2015. We have the calendar of events. That's next.
The content and context of the activities of this year will not only commemorate our historic achievements and the movement into emancipation and independence, but it will also spur a sense of belonging to the nation and its successes. The celebrations will be diverse, appealing, and attractive to a wide cross-section of our society.
After so many years of sacrifice, all this time now the fruits is ripe.
The National Church service will be on July 26 at the St. Jago de la Vega Cathedral at 10 a.m.
Don't come overnight. Yeah.
From Friday, July 31 to Thursday, August 6, 2015, a series of events and activities will be staged across the island. All parishes will have their Emancipation Vigil on the night of Friday, July 31. On Saturday, August 1, we mark Jamaica Day with the opening of the Independence Village at the Ranny Williams Entertainment Center. This will feature Jamaican food and our creative and nutritious meals, beverages, treats, and health offerings. Lunch hour concerts, a literary and film festival, a chat room and picnic fest are all features of the Independence Village. Hope Road from King's House Gate to Phoenix Avenue will be transformed into a bright and vibrant marketplace with Saturday market. Parking will be provided for shoppers at King's House. We bring in curry uptown. Sunday, August 2 is being designated as Family Day. This year, and Jamaican families are being encouraged to come together and share quality time. On August 6, the Grand Gala will come alive of the country's biggest celebrations with over 35,000 patrons. The Grand Gala event this year will unite the country in one major celebration of our theme. The Jamaica Gospel Song Showcase and Finals are on August 2. Melody-Round and World Reggae Dance Championships on August 4 and 5. Public participation is also being sought through a wide range of initiatives that include window dressing competitions, working with JCC and the PSOJ, the Best Decorated Office Business Competition, the Media Competition of the Media House, which best demonstrates the spirit of independence, awards for the advertising agency that best utilize the independence theme, competitions among parish councils for the best decorated town, for independence, and the KSAC. We also have design and sale of independence, Jamaica 53 memorabilia through private merchants, and the best diaspora celebrations and competitions via social media.
Remember when we did have things and we say a colorful flash with a floral dash?
We will see the return of festival fashion under the theme Bandana with Denim, create the fashion rhythm.
You see this piece of cloth? It is no longer a piece of cloth. It is now called fabric. Because it gone in a society, Miss Denim married to Miss Bandana, and things are going on.
Never forget my Jamaican shore. Let's open the door and welcome the poor. Show love to each other some more. I know we no nice like my Jamaica. No we no sweet like my Jamaica.
This is the right one. This is the original one. Over time, we lost touch with it, and sometimes we couldn't find it, and so some other designs came with a finer plaid. But if you're buying, try get this one. This is what really is ornate.
The nation then Mrs. McCann have your pants they come, me bra out a barrel, go muggle, 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 muggle. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Culture 20 nuff nuff.
We spend time in America and in Canada. No way to me like my Jamaica. No way no nice like my Jamaica. No way no sweet like my Jamaica. We spend time in America and in Canada. No way to me like my Jamaica. When me day a foreign hungry used to bust me shut. Now me there Jamaica, all of my things they fool me go.
We're going to cook up a whole heap of fashion.
We have to give thanks to your land like this.
Rural celebrations will happen concurrently through all parishes. The structure of events within the parishes will include the Thanksgiving services, the Emancipation Vigils, the sounds of drums, the festival bandwagon, the Independence Day flag raising ceremony, Independence Day stage shows, and street dances. Each community and rural township is expected to come alive. We're expecting to see town squares and villages, plazas, and public parks colorfully decorated. We encourage business places and offices to be draped and decorated in the national colors to support our theme this year. I urge all of you to come out and feel the festival.
I know we're no nice like my Jamaica. No, we're no sweet like my Jamaica. We spend time in America and in Canada. No, it's only like my Jamaica. So everybody make we sign the line, celebration again, independent time.
Come catch the Independence 2015 fever and join in the competitions. There's the Best Decorated Office and Window competition for business and office owners, Best Decorated Town competition for parish councils, Best Spirit of Independence competition for media houses, and Best Diaspora celebrations for the Jamaican Massive Living Abroad. So what are you waiting for? Make we celebrate! To enter, simply submit 6 photographs of your project by July 31 to jcdc.festival2015@gmail.com. The competitions run from July 15 to August 15. For more information, call JCDC at 926-5726-9 or email library@jcdc.gov.jm. Independence 2015, proud and free Jamaica 53.
A 53 years since we get free.
Give me back my sweet festival sound. You know when nobody come take me home. The festival sound of the whole acre sound. Give me back my sweet festival sound. Give me back my sweet festival wine. Come on everybody come, shine the light. All when you're deaf, you don't are you blind. Come on everybody join the festival wine. The festival wine and the wine from wine. Give me back my sweet festival wine. Give me back my sweet festival sound. Come on everybody come, jump around. Give me back my sweet festival sound. You know why nobody come take me down.
Mark your calendars and diaries and set the dates to have yourselves a one-of-a-kind festival experience this year. The information continues to flow on our website, jis.gov.jm, even as we say so long for today. We value your feedback, so keep sending them to Jamaica Magazine at jis.gov.jm or tweet at JIS News. Join us again tomorrow when we'll do it all over again, just for you. On behalf of the entire production crew, I'm Adrian Atkinson. Do take care.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.